Sometimes, you feel distant even from your own reflection. Lonely in the crowd, incomplete in the midst of success. But maybe the entire journey has always been toward a single direction. To yourself. In this video, we'll explore what it really means to love yourself, why it's so difficult, and how we can reconnect with that love again. Welcome to Psyche's Journey. This is not just a personal development video. This might be a moment of reunion with yourself. Self-love, a concept often repeated in the modern world of personal growth, yet so rarely understood. Sometimes mistaken for selfishness, sometimes confused with arrogance. But to truly love yourself means being at peace with who you are, hearing your own inner voice, and learning to appreciate your existence. It's not just an emotional need. It is an essential step on the path of spiritual evolution. The ancient Greek philosopher Socrates once said, "Know thyself." It's more than intellectual advice. It is a spiritual key. Because knowing yourself begins with loving yourself. Why do we struggle with loving ourselves? The biggest obstacle to self-love. Subconscious beliefs formed in early childhood. Messages from parents, teachers, and society shape one's sense of self-worth. A child raised with conditional love may grow up believing they are unworthy of being loved. Modern society encourages comparison. Media, social platforms, success-driven systems. They flood our minds with messages that make us feel not enough. And that feeds into our inner sense of unworthiness. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate." So, self-love is the first step toward that inner awakening. In spiritual traditions, self-love is the foundation of connecting with the divine. In Sufism it is said, "He who knows his soul knows his Lord." This points to self-knowledge as a gateway to divine truth. Rumi said, "You think you are a small being, while an entire universe is folded within you." This is the recognition of your divine potential and honoring it. A person who truly loves themselves learns to set boundaries, because they no longer need external validation. Saying no becomes freedom, not fear. Toxic relationships can't survive anymore, because they now believe they are worthy of love. And remember, if your subconscious carries the belief, "I am unworthy," you will reject the abundance the universe tries to give. But someone who loves themselves knows how to receive, because they believe they deserve it. Abraham Maslow placed self-esteem and self-actualization at the top of his hierarchy of needs. Self-love leads a person to the highest levels of spiritual awareness. And from there, abundance flows naturally. So how can we begin to love ourselves? It starts with 4 simple yet miraculous methods. 1. Mirror work. One of the most powerful and transformative tools for self-love is mirror work. Popularized by Louise Hay, this practice has helped thousands. It involves looking directly into your own eyes and speaking with honesty and kindness, because the eyes are the mirror of the soul. And looking into the mirror is not just seeing your reflection, but meeting your inner wounds, hidden emotions, and forgotten truths. This is not a mental exercise. It's a heart-to-heart encounter. Find a quiet, private space. Turn off your phone. Create a sacred time for yourself. Use a small hand mirror or stand before your bathroom mirror. Take a few deep breaths and center yourself. Look into your eyes, without judgment, without flinching. Start with these words. "You are enough just as you are. I love you. I trust you. No matter what you've been through, I still love you." You can say whatever comes from the heart. The key is sincerity. To go deeper, visualize your inner child. Look into their eyes. Whisper these words. "I'm proud of you. I won't let anyone hurt you again. You are safe now." This creates profound emotional healing, because the child within you has been waiting to be seen, heard, and unconditionally loved. These affirmations will reprogram your subconscious. Replace old, limiting voices with words that uplift and empower. Do it for 5 to 10 minutes daily, preferably in the morning or at night. During the times when your mind is most open, expect resistance. You may cry. You may not be able to say the words at first. Your inner critic may speak up. All of this is proof that change is beginning. Don't give up. Keep going, and soon you'll realize how powerful it is to truly see yourself. Louise Hay said, "One day you'll look in the mirror and meet yourself. And that's where love begins." 2. Gratitude Journal. Self-love isn't just about sweet words in the mirror. It's a way of living. And its foundation is gratitude. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment. It shifts your mind from lack to abundance, from external validation to internal peace. The best way to make this a habit is start a gratitude journal. The brain forms habits from repetition. When you direct your attention to gratitude daily, a natural sense of trust and love begins to grow within. Write down at least 5 things you're grateful for every day. They don't have to be huge things. Your health, a warm cup of coffee, a friend who called, even a painful lesson that taught you something valuable. The more you write from the heart, the longer your list will grow each day. Your mind will begin to notice the beauty, not the problems. Not sure what to write? Ask yourself these questions. What do I love about myself today? What did I do for myself today? What accomplishment from the past am I proud of? What trait in myself am I grateful for? These questions tune your mind to the right frequency. In time, you won't need them anymore, because gratitude will begin to overflow from your heart. Why is this important? Because gratitude strengthens self-love, teaches appreciation and self-worth, replaces feelings of lack with a sense of abundance. And most importantly, a heart that sees its own worth opens more easily to love. Abundance begins in the mind, and a grateful mind sees life and the self with gentler eyes. Someone who truly loves themselves begins each new day with thankfulness. 3. Write a letter to yourself. Loving yourself isn't just about your strengths. It's embracing every part of you, every feeling. And sometimes, writing is the most powerful way to do that. Writing a letter to yourself creates a shift both in your conscious and unconscious mind. It's an inner therapy, a moment of truth. And most of all, it's a ritual of reconnection. 2 or 3 times a week. Create a safe and soothing space for yourself. A quiet corner, a candle, some soft music, and a notebook or piece of paper. Write without holding back. Be completely honest with yourself. Anger? Write it. Jealousy? Guilt? Fear? Let it all spill onto the page. If you feel like crying, let it flow. That too is healing. Your inner voice wants to speak. It's your job to listen, not silence it. You'll notice that as you write, a new voice arises. One that doesn't judge, but understands, forgives, and embraces you. That part of you, which has always been there, will slowly begin to rise again. When you finish your letter, read it out loud. Face yourself again. And realize you are deeper than you thought, braver than you believed, more real than you ever imagined. Keep the letter if you wish. Or burn it, tear it up, or release it into flowing water. Letting go is part of the healing too. Each word you write helps you release what you've held inside. And in its place, peace and self-love begin to bloom. After each letter, remind yourself, a vast space has opened within me now, and I welcome love, compassion, and understanding into this space. Because whatever you plant there will grow day by day. These letters are your peace treaty with the past, your embrace of the present, and a love letter to your future. 4. Heart Chakra Meditation. One of the most powerful tools to awaken self-love is meditation. The 4th energy center in the body, located in the center of the chest, is the heart chakra. In Sanskrit, it is called anahata, meaning unstruck, pure, untouched. This chakra governs compassion, empathy, forgiveness, and above all, love of self. When your heart chakra is open and balanced, you can love others and yourself unconditionally. But when blocked, you may constantly criticize yourself, feel unworthy, and struggle to accept love. The root often lies in childhood, a lack of affection, emotional wounds, loss, or conditional love, all of which close the heart. and deeply embed the belief: I am not lovable. How to practice heart chakra meditation. Choose a safe, quiet space. Light a green candle if you wish. Green is the color of the heart chakra and brings healing. Close your eyes. Breathe in for 4 seconds. Hold for 4. And slowly exhale for 4. Repeat this rhythm a few times. Feel your breath in your chest. Feel the connection to your heart. Gently begin repeating these affirmations. I am worthy of love just as I am. I feel and accept the love in my heart. I forgive my past. I forgive myself. I am love. I was created in love. I fully accept myself. As you speak, feel your heart expand and warm, like a gentle, glowing light. Visualize your younger self. Walk toward them. Look into their eyes. And whisper, I see you. I understand you. I love you deeply. I will always be here for you. Then, hug that child tightly. Feel the wave of love soften your entire being. Practice this for 10 to 15 minutes daily. As your inner love grows, you'll begin to see the world and yourself through gentler eyes. And slowly, you will return to yourself, make peace with yourself, and remember your divine essence. These 4 simple tools can transform your life, but only if you awaken your inner power. No method will save you, but you can save yourself when you reconnect with your essence. They may seem too simple, too ordinary, because we've been conditioned to look for answers in complexity. But real healing is simple, natural. And love doesn't need to be flashy, it just needs to be real. The hardest part? Saying no to the sabotaging voice in your mind, and keeping the promises you make to yourself. Consistency and willpower remind you that you have the strength to say yes to yourself. And yes, your mind might whisper, nothing is changing. That's just another trick of the mind. Remember, you've believed, I'm not enough for 30 years. You can't undo that in 5 days. This is a journey, and the most precious gift you can give yourself. Choose yourself every single day. Practice for at least 21 days. You'll start to feel the shift. And once you taste that transformation, you won't want to stop. You'll grow in love, in understanding. And one day you'll see, you've become someone who radiates light, with empathy and peace within. As you change, the world around you will change too. Remember, you were created from love. When you remember yourself, you remember love. Self-love is honoring the divine spark within you. And the greatest step you can take in this life is the step toward yourself. I'm Psyche's Journey. This channel exists to awaken your inner light, remind you of your soul's depth, and let you know you are never alone. If this content inspired you, share your journey in the comments. Subscribe, share, help grow this circle. Because as you remember, love remembers too. And every new day is another chance to return to yourself.